Hey yo, peep this.
Yeah. This is how we like to do it.
God's gift from above the skies.
No lie.
Tune into the buzz while you get high.
The here to spread some wisdom so you can relate on topics of every kind to elevate your mind.
Listen, Mary Jane is not a drug. There's so much love in every nug.
New strains, they'll be the judge and see what it does. It's between the buds.
Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again.
Between the buds.
I'm one of your hosts. Actually, we got your host, Weed Jones.
Who?
Weed Jones. And I'm Joe Derrick. And today we got some wonderful guests. You may or may not know them, but after today you will. We got, Levi, Chase, and Christian, part of PaperMaker Genetix. I'm doing this on stage now, but they'll get added.
Hell no. Gotta love it.
Yeah,
Welcome to the platform.
we appreciate y'all for coming
We
out.
definitely appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Definitely appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure we allow the world to be able to hear y'all individual stories, and then also the collective. And we kind of started with some general questions, so I'll let Devin, ask y'all the first one.
All right. Who wants to go first? We'll start.
I'll go first.
A little bit.
All
right.
Chase in the middle.
So our first question is, how does cannabis help you medicinally?
Oh man, cannabis helps me a lot. I use it every day. It helps me with eating. It helps me with problems. I mean, it's a big part in my life. I've been around it for a while. I mean, it plays a big part.
Yeah, appetite's something we haven't really talked about much. Honestly. Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
You gotta eat. So
your sleep, your anxiety.
Yeah, because I deal with that too with crowds.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
So we'll do the same for which direction should we go? Right or left?
Yeah. Medicinally, it helps a lot with physically. Just like dealing with. I've had lower back injuries, little random just wears and tears of going through your 20s. Things like that, and it definitely helps. Just like instead of having to take opioids after like a surgery I've had, and so I'm just trying to make sure. You're not in pain, but you're lessening the damage as much as possible, and so that was one of the reasons why cannabis is definitely helpful in sleeping. Huge. It really
Almost help with like therapy.
Yeah,
dealing with
absolutely. It kind of slows things down.
press it on the bottom, so I've seen that. There we go. Now you get it. It's still, this mic got it, but.
Yeah, and it's probably picked up from the other one too, I think.
There we go. We good.
Okay.
My bad. Hey, mistakes happen.
Listen to you.
He said, listen to him. All right. Well, yeah. We'll
medicinally.
yeah.
We'll start. I'm a veteran, so
Absolutely.
mostly like pain. A couple injuries from when I was in the military. It helped me just kind of get through the day and feel normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of another one. Just helps me kind of come down to like a level where I feel like I operate normally throughout the day, and I'm not like high vibrations up here all day long.
He said on another one, was it even keel?
Yeah,
even keel.
Yeah, that's for sure. I definitely get how it can help just calm and relax your mind.
Slow things down.
Let me think of like one thing at a time instead of like 10 different things going on.
ADHD.
I feel like it's a proper reflection tool, because that's how we all grow, in my opinion. Like you gotta stop and think, and just, you may not make the best decision, but if you think about it later, you're like, oh, I could have handled this different next time. So I think it helps in just being
self-reflection.
being introspection.
Appetite as well.
That's
a big one. I used it. I used to be a personal trainer, and it was just hard. My metabolism's so high.
Like burning off a lot.
I would just be. It was hard for me to consume as many calories as I needed to stay healthy. Working out as much as I was, or like showing all the extra calories you'd burn, just showing people how to exercise as well on top of your already normal exercise routine.
Okay.
But just being able to help me, like, hey, wow, I'm just like, I just can't. I'm not hungry.
Hungry.
But I need to eat.
Nah, I get
300,
that.
400 more calories for today. Yeah, just consume a little bit, and then
very active,
it just
yeah.
helps you help me get the rest of my body actually needed down for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's awesome. And thank you for your service too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you for that. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of like firsts on this episode.
I'll start with the next question. So, like, how do you prefer to medicate? Like, there's different forms out there. So, do you?
I love smoking blunts, but when we're with Levi, we smoke a lot of rosin. So I mean, we smoke a lot of rosin and joints.
Second that one.
Yeah.
Lots of rosin.
So, all right.
Okay,
No,
okay.
hell yeah. I mean, I'm open to all kinds. I don't discriminate. I feel like
Oh, most definitely.
situational. But I usually use edibles to go to sleep and or stay asleep through the night, and then flower is queen. So love.
What kind of edibles you like?
I mean, I'm used to just the current distillate edibles,
Okay.
but I know that there's starting to be rosin edibles
There
out
is.
there.
Rosin edibles be hitting.
So I'm open to try new
There's
things.
some that don't taste nearly as good. You
I
get
was
that
gonna
like
say,
weird
do
like
you feel
sticky
like it
taste on
affects
your
the taste
teeth
on
on some of them, but yeah, there's been some you can find I think are pretty good.
Okay.
Actually, Hash Hour. I think he's in Akron. He makes some fire ass rosin edibles.
for real?
Yeah.
Hash hour.
That's a
Hash
nice
hour. Okay.
Right there.
Shout out.
Jinx, yeah.
Yeah, who you put, right?
On the show. That's crazy.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
So y'all have like a favorite like what do you call it? Effect or lineage of or what I'm trying to say, terps of a strain? Because the terps do provide that effect.
I
but
like
yeah.
I like limonene and myrcene, like more gassy, but I also like the fruit, so it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been producing so much shit. It's hard because our terps are
Like a
different.
connoisseur of kind of like everything.
Yeah.
Really. Like I like the GMO, like more funk. I kind of lean towards the more of the funky GMOs. This Pineapple Express is crazy,
Yeah,
kind of funky.
okay.
But yeah, more so those two is kind of what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say because we're trying to find so many different terpenes, I kind of just like trying a little bit of everything. I mean, it's hard to get used to the same thing over and over. I mean, like the new orange cherry kind of rush right now has been really nice, but the limonene and myrcene and carefulline. I mean, those are
Very
kind
good.
of
That's my favorite terp.
Yeah,
However you say it.
however
We
you
still
pronounce it, yeah.
we all don't know. We're supposed to have a competition of pronouncing terps.
Yeah.
We should.
That's smart as hell, though, for real.
That would be hilarious.
Like the spelling bee.
That means
you gotta spell it.
Cariophylline, cariophylline.
Zach's had a lot of care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's awesome. This plant has so many varieties of just terps and flavor noise. All we all still learning too. But
Yeah.
like you said, there might be a new combination of terps that you're just like shit. Like I
Yeah,
never even
But you
smelled that.
remember, like, because I've known him for over a decade or so, just like, oh, you remember when you had da-da-da?
Yeah.
Or, oh, you remember the terps from da-da-da?
that's true.
And you're literally like, oh, you remember when the runs with Gelato Wave started hitting da-da-da this
Right.
year, and the Sunset, and so it's just funny is you remember time sometimes just based off of like what
Specific,
terps.
yeah.
Yeah, like 2011 Girl Scout
It's
cookies.
just- it's
Oh.
I was gonna say then. So do you have any specific effects that you look for through those terps potentially? Like
It really just
like,
depends on how
more
it's growing.
uplifting
Yeah.
or more,
Like the giggly, uplifting body highs.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not a big of the huge headband. Like
I hate that.
it's
like
a
you
little
said-
much for me. Like for like all day long smoking.
Yeah.
Like maybe towards the end of the day.
Yeah, because we smoke a lot all day.
Yeah, that's true. I'm the same way. It's like it feels really tight. Like it's just you get that pressure
I don't like
behind
it.
it.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
like
like it.
I don't mind. It just depends on my mood, I guess.
I like it when it gets like intense. I guess you'd say. Yeah.
Nah, see, I kind of we mentioned it before that even kill. I mean, unless I'm like ready to go to sleep or wind down, but definitely like a OG, any kind of OG. But OG Kush is dope. I feel like you can use that any time of the day. Like
Most definitely.
just get stuff done, but be your whole body just trained to
I don't feel like there's no really, good OG cuts out right now.
That's true.
Unless you know an old head that's holding it, you don't really got no good OG. Like, I ain't seen an OG in like 5-10 years.
Got like a seed bank somewhere.
Shit, not even that. It's an old homie.
Someone who's found it and knows it and just never let it go. Like,
There's a bunch of them here.
yeah, they're all around. They're just
They're in the
hidden in the woods.
They're just holding them.
Hermits.
For sure.
Holding on to some fire.
Do you guys have like a favorite munchy snack?
Oh, so okay, this is here's what we do. Here's what we do.
Specifically though, like
Well, I mean, like lemon heads, we all like and freeze dry candy. But like when we, because we go to so many different events and go to so many different places, like we're always looking up like where we're eating at, like what, like on new spots, all these different. Like we're always trying new like ethnicity of foods. We're never eating the same place twice. Like we're. And like we're in Detroit, like we're literally finding like where the locals
Get
are
a whole
eating
table
at.
of food and eat like 3 things.
Yeah.
Take it all back with us.
And we'll eat it the rest of the. I mean, that night in the morning, most of the time we're just going. But I mean, we love trying. I mean, just different stuff all the time. That's what our big thing is. But like lemon heads and freeze dry candy.
Lemon heads are fire. I agree.
Yeah, I feel like that's true. That's true to the culture.
Munchies would be crazy.
I love Reese's, lemon heads.
But we always end up with some type of cookies, though. Everywhere we go. Some type of cookies, bro.
Dessert.
We end up in a bakery somewhere.
I'm always trying to find a different type of a bakery, like a different, like everywhere we go, because there's always like the best food there. Like
That's solid.
yeah, you always look for the best bakeries in different places, and then you can't go wrong.
Very true.
I feel like that makes the trip kind of.
Oh, dude, it makes it fire.
Yeah, it makes it so much better too. Yeah.
Yeah, we always have
something to look forward to
every
after
place
what
that
you're doing. Too.
Yeah, exactly. That's dope.
when we always have these fun adventures, just the 3 of us, just like getting into it. Just,
Yeah, nah, that's dope. That's how you.
That's awesome.
That's how you enjoy your medication ride.
Yeah. It's like, all right, so what about a favorite cannabis related show or movie? Or both if you have. Right.
Man,
That's good.
movie? How high?
Yeah.
This original.
you threw that one. That's all. Give me a second.
But like interviews, I would say like First Smoke of the Day, like LMC, Athena's podcast. I mean, we learn everything, shit from
I learned a
them.
lot off of YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube University is what I call it.
Learning how to grow.
That's what everybody
Honestly,
does.
I didn't know these guys when I first started growing. So a lot of YouTube learning.
No, that's funny. I legit call it YouTube University, but you also mentioned something I never heard anybody say, LMC.
Oh, yeah, Luke.
I met Luke out in Vegas.
Oh yeah, he's coming. We got something coming with Luke here soon. He's good, real good people. So
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna have to reach out to him too. I've been like, I met him a while ago, but been like continuing to build my story, and I was like, I'm gonna come back to him.
Oh, we got to, bro. Like, that's good networking with everybody. Just like even what y'all are doing, like it's always dope to work with somebody else doing the same thing you're doing because you learn something.
Oh, and there's room for everybody. Like, I feel like everybody can eat if we just approach it correctly. That's the whole part about cannabis community too. Like you can keep producing new things or new strains and just new terps, all that shit like that we just discovering. But yeah, that's what we wanted to create this platform for too, is to just between the buds show how the community grows.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right.
So yeah,
The number of our guests keeps growing. That's dope.
For sure. If you could change one thing about the cannabis industry as a whole, what would it be?
That's a hard one.
Yeah. And you know, it could be something specifically for Ohio or
The ability for the
if you
grower
wanna,
to
you
come
know.
out on top.
Yeah.
Or independence for the grower, just to be able to have an autonomy of like, where you get to be able to get top, but just
That's fair.
freedom.
Well, the cannabis farmers don't get a lot of respect because people don't always see what it takes, and that's why I think like being informed and being able to like go. In the commercial ones, there's some places where people can tour, then some places not because they want to be careful of like bacteria and pests. Yeah, I get that.
Most definitely.
And I get that 100%. But I feel like when the home grow is allowed and then people try to attempt, then they start to gain respect for those people who actually do produce quality stuff, because it's like it's not easy. You actually have to take time and put in efforts.
Yeah, like how do you think they could improve on that? Because I don't think anybody's like mentioned that on the show so far before.
I think if
So
Metric
that's
allows a
it.
caregiver system and allows people, the community and the home growers to be
supply the rec,
Yeah.
rec or medical, depending on what license they
Takes
hold.
pressure off their shoulders.
Yeah, like to supply
okay.
that X
Yeah.
amount that they can never come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even mentioned
You said that.
with Juanita, State Rep Juanita,
Yeah,
shout out to her.
yeah.
I said, what if they even allowed, and not to put more expenses on the local smaller growers, but like affordable testing prices at the smaller facilities, so that you can sell it in the market.
But at the end of the day, we have enough money to do grants, to get applications for people that's been arrested for weed, for veterans, for all the types of shit that we want to do.
yeah.
They're just not allowing it. So if they put a caregiver system in to do it, you can allow it. The facilities have millions of dollars. You could give $500,000 to 10 caregivers to each facility. Let them do testing. Let them make seeds. Everybody get 8% of sale. Everybody's winning.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It's easy. They just don't want to do it.
Well, now that it's been said, you just gotta, the people gotta come together and make it happen.
We gotta make that shit
And we're planting seeds in existence.
You gotta let it
That's
grow.
what that's what it is.
Exactly,
It's all
yeah.
this
That's
planting
part of
seeds.
Yeah.
just life, and growing true friendships and good cannabis.
Yeah.
Plant seeds and let it grow.
Just let it go. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's great because I feel like with all of our conversations we've had so far and asking different people that question, it's all just kind of like piecing together and just making
Big puzzle.
Yeah, like just making the best picture that we can give to
I mean,
them
you got
to make it
you got-
successful. Like,
You gotta think about it. There's so many ways to do tax write-off on the programs, and the state has to do so many tax write-offs anyways. So why not make it a program?
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
yeah. Yeah, especially they're so worried about finances.
yeah,
like,
finances, felonies,
taxes,
all
like-
types of shit.
Yeah.
Should we do story time or creative? I think we could just keep flowing.
Let's do story time.
Story time.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna keep
I think
it.
we're having fun so far. So we
Keep
can
it
story
flowing
time.
with story time. So, I mean, it's still, you can all answer individually or answer as a whole, but the first question is gonna be like, what was your first time using cannabis? Like age, experience, type.
Shit, my first time smoking was like 8th grade summer, but like the year before I had the weed because I was getting it from like one of my people. Actually, I was actually stealing from my stepmom.
Okay.
But I didn't start smoking until the year later because of football. So like football season, I started smoking. It was just like, what the hell? It's like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when it like really started.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how, yeah, 8th grade year, I was gonna say that's probably about the same time. Boom. No. I was like 14, 15.
I'll do it. But you gotta think that we went from Reggie to Dro to indoor, like now to now. Like
Yeah.
you don't see no seeded packs, no Reggie really. So like everything's different.
That's kind of a blessing to us all. It's like everybody should be.
Yeah, but you gotta think,
Yeah.
motherfuckers be bitching about
Not.
prices, but you
Yeah.
gotta think we was getting zips of Reggie for 150, 120.
Yeah.
Same thing you're getting a good for
good,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you getting
Do you
50, 60 seeds of
People
zip.
being,
it's finding like just a couple seeds in a good,
I mean, I still
a real
got
good strain, you know
hella
what I
good
mean?
seeds for bags. So
From back in the day.
yeah.
that's where some of the most fire seeds happen to come from.
You know what I mean?
Genes or whatever.
Almost definitely.
Yeah. That's funny.
Damn. I'm having struggles. Nah.
Alright, who's up next?
So,
First time, yeah.
Between y'all two, as far as first time using it, or did you say what, 8, 14?
I was like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of buddies. We were just outside the house and just kind of like it was going. A lot of people were doing it around time, obviously, and then it was just something I was so curious about. And then after that, I just remember 2 bowls of Fruit Loops later, and like just like what? This is amazing. So yeah, it was yeah.
It's just
I know. It's always such a good experience. Harmless mostly.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Most
For
people.
the most part.
And usually the first time you're still trying to figure out like what's happening.
What's it supposed to feel like?
Right.
Yes.
Like I always say, like they be like, from when I thought it was gonna be from the media, like thought I was about to take off and fly, and then I realized I was just more giggly and hungry and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
You're thinking you're about to see like cartoons running around and shit.
yeah.
Hallucinate and see
Yeah,
some crazy shit.
exactly.
That never happened.
That's what
What was it? I was 21.
Yeah. Nah, see, I was actually about
Okay,
19, 20.
I was still in the military. I was
Okay.
home on leave for 30 days, and like first day, my buddy's like, "You smoke?" And I was like, "Yes, please." Let's go." I lived in California anyways already at the
Yeah.
time, so I was already around it all the time
Yeah.
downtown. So I was like, "Man, I'm gonna try it when I go home." My buddy, old dude, pulled up with a foil ball, and I remember it just smells like straight gasoline to this day. I remember it.
That's
Foil to
Yeah.
see some of the fires we be coming in the craziest package.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The Ziploc bags that filled up the whole fucking our Apollo where we're
there's
from,
a
man.
Apollo
Like
13 cut where we're from, man. It's
it's
crazy.
legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like
We still dream about it.
yeah.
Fluffy green nugs like this big.
The cat
just
pissy smell.
like a cat
like,
piss.
So
shit
soft,
smell.
so-
It's wild.
Oh, dude, super fire.
Yeah, see, all that
that's
funky
crazy.
strains. I remember the strain that was beautiful. One of the most beautiful strains I ever seen was Jesus OG.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That shit was fire.
That's fire.
And I felt like
I was
holy every
gonna
time
say.
I used it.
The effects were probably
Two different cuts.
Different cuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
Jesus
nuts. That was
OG.
going around the OSU campus streets for a minute. Like, oh shit, like shit was fire.
right. OSU used to have a lot of good strains
Yeah, it
back
was,
in the day.
it was dope. I mean, that's Ohio's got some.
It's like,
I got some shit though,
like,
for
I'm
real.
older now. I don't know what the college kids got these days. Unless they got their med card.
Well, continuing on with story time, I'm gonna ask, like, what's one of y'all like funniest or craziest cannabis experiences? Like, you got like a funny story, or memory?
I'm trying to collectively.
I mean, every time we're together, we're doing something funny, bro. Like, we try to make the best of it, like strictly business. But when we have fun, we have fun. Like, yeah, we like even sitting down doing business. Like, we done came up with a couple cartoons that we're about to be dropping on animations. Like our bag designs, like everything we do, like we try to make the best out of it and make it fun. So it's not like a job.
Exclusive.
Yeah, like so.
Some cartoons and shit. That stuff was fun.
Yeah, we've just got like
So much shit.
we run with so many ideas so far. Sometimes we're like, wait,
Okay.
you could really put that together. Then we start breaking things down, making list by list.
Like figured out it's really not that hard.
And, like,
More and more.
yeah.
Wait, okay.
After you knew the graphic designers to work with and people to help bring it to life, and all of us bouncing ideas off of each other all the time, it just it works.
Yeah.
That stuff was fun.
Have y'all like that's dope, and I respect that. Have y'all ever been like, you know, is there a breeder, anybody y'all partner with, or somebody that want to that y'all been wild out by, or not like
There's a lot of-
band-
there's a
I mean, we got a lot of crazy collabs that are in the works.
Free seed day we're
Yeah,
doing
free seed
next
day
weekend.
next
We got
week.
what, Blasted?
We got Blasted. We got another dude.
Yeah.
We got Lab Coat. He's sending some seeds in. He's from Colorado. So like, we just been really networking with as much people like us as possible.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing what's out there in the community and just like trying to just see what's gonna go good with our genetics and kind of just
Okay.
A lot of R&D.
That's probably a good segue. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually leads into
We want to have you guys talk more about your origin story, essentially, and kind of tell people how you came together and how PaperMaker was
So
formed. You know?
PaperMaker started. It is
How our rings came together.
and I will just say real quick to speak up. I'm having trouble with this mic, so I start passing.
more PaperMaker.
you start just talking about like
Seeds.
because it all kind of started from your back. Yeah, just like your back history. That's what I'd probably start with.
I mean,
Yeah, give us that time.
the timeline. Shit.
Introduce each one of us.
It just goes along. Yeah.
I mean, however we can start with your story, and then you know,
Because that's
just
pop
bring
us
it
in.
and bring it.
We're surprise guests. That's all it is.
Don't do me like that.
It's your world.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hand it over. Like,
Okay. Yeah, that should work out.
So just let me know. I mean, so PaperMaker really started off like pretty much in high school. Really, like
It wasn't PaperMaker, but it was the mindset. It was the early workings of it.
Yeah, so like
we grew up together. We're a year apart from high school, so we would always get to see like just different. We're from different sides of the train tracks, but like we would always end up on the opposite sides all the time, and just kind of like he'd be at people with my people, I'd be with his people, and like we'd always just be meshing at different times of life, and even our like his grandma, and my grandparents go back and like where they used to work together years and years ago. So it's kind of funny, but but we went to high school then, and that's where we we met. But he always had branding ideas and concepts of clothing and dog breeding and music, and he was always just branding different things. He was always trying to brand something. And there's a lot of and seeing branding something. That's the easiest way to verbalize that. And so whether it was himself, whether it was a product he had, and just seeing the roller coaster of it was awesome. Just to kind of see just the different
ups and downs.
of it. And so I got just the first sweatshirt order. I wish I saw that sweatshirt somewhere. No idea where the hell it is, but just going back that far in high school, just getting one and be like, I need. And then I remember when I was doing modeling early in my days, I'm like, hey, I got this hair show, let me rip one of your shirts. And so I literally was just always just trying to rep each other, help each other out in the beginning, and then our paths just always crossed, and even years later we kind of okay, so let's let you go back to the so before we keep going. So then. So then I started when you started making your first set of seeds.
So first set of seeds, I was buying a shit ton of seeds, like $5,000 every couple of months on seeds. So I called him one day hey, I need some money. So I was buying the whole drop. I did, bro. We spent a couple racks that day. And I think he was at work. I called him. He's like, what do you need money for? It's I need seeds. It's what do you need seeds? You just got seeds. A couple hours later, he cashed at me some money. We get some seeds. So I had all these fucking seeds. I was growing, but I wasn't doing nothing crazy. And start doing more grows, linking with more people. And we popped all these seeds and did the hood candies lineup. And we found some shit. That's where we ended up finding hood spumoni. We made hood spumoni, manchego, Tyrannosaurus X. So pretty much our baseline of everything.
So from all of his building of literally he would just say, hey, I'm buying this pack of seeds, and we were going, and literally he would just send me screenshots of all these different seeds we were acquiring in the beginning, and so I'm just trying to understand what the hell's going on. But I'm with it. But my brain was just.
But you're just I know.
I'm with it. He's got the idea. I know he's got ideas, and I'm absorbing. I'm just sponging it up at this point, this early on, and just trying to understand. And then from there, we kind of just started understanding what our vision was of what we wanted, what idea and vision we wanted to create for what PaperMaker was. But then we had to. It was a lot of sandpaper polishing of how to be that one-stop shop of A to Z, but starting out doing one step at a time. He's got all these ideas, and so I'm trying to hold these balloon ideas down and tie them down. That's a great. And we're literally just writing all these things down and all these little high thoughts. And it's just we gotta figure this out. And then, we from everything he had, we made our first drop of the hood candies, and then we're slowly trying to build and grow more. And then we are doing social media, and we're trying to learn and understand how to do all that in the new age with cannabis and social media and everything, and just kind of what works, what doesn't work, what doesn't get you banned, what doesn't make your profile get kicked off. All the stupid stuff, just that everyone's had to deal with. But then
in the mix of that, I was still also doing Australian aftershocks. Then we was doing Clouds of Re-Up, because Clouds of Re-Up came from high school name Prince of Clouds. People call me that. So Clouds of Re-Up is just our clothing side, pretty much all our merch and shit. It's our stamps. But I was pushing aftershocks heavy, doing exclusive drops on that. Then the shit started getting counterfeited. I got fucking people from China, then a couple big brands LA brands, Be Easy, he did it. We talked, but we never ended up doing an official drop. If you want to still do that drop, Be Easy, hit us up. But yeah, dude, a lot of people was jacking the fuck out the aftershock shit. It was a discontinued candy. And we got the shit going, and they started making the candy again. People started making the bags. So I slowly stopped focusing on that, started focusing on more advertising, so like more clouds and more PaperMaker. So that's when the seeds came. I had him start this really pushing the clouds account because I had so much shit going on, like from dogs and running like 6 different IGs accounts.
Yeah.
But then we found Levi.
Yeah, you're right in our backyard.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, we had another partner working with us as well. He got us to a good point. We took different paths. I appreciate him. I hope he's doing well. But there was always been like 4 or 5 of us. Right now, there's what? Levi, Christian, Justin's still doing his thing. Al, Turk Mafia, that's our Michigan branch. So like we all just work together as a team. But like Levi, Al's done really stepped up this year. Christian's done really stepped up this year. And we've just been crushing shit. Really like.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now I asked not to go backwards, but like, did you guys like what's up? Like, as far as learning to breed, or like when you were getting all those seeds, is that when you were just learning how to do all that?
Well, I've learned the genetics, the phenotypes from dogs. So like I show and breed dogs. I've been doing that for like 13 years. I done slowed down a lot on that since we're doing this, but like it's all phenotypes. You want the best. You want the best traits. So if you're looking for dash, you're looking for candy. Like same thing you would look for in dogs. Like I want a tricolor puppy, a rural puppy. You want your traits. Yeah. So like that's what it really all comes down to, and we're all different. So like we all want certain shit. Yeah. So like that's really dope on breedings too, like because he may want to bring in a cut, I may want to bring in a cut, and we get source cuts from a whole bunch of places. We do a lot of pheno hunts, so everything's always different. That's so like we always try to find the winners and work with the best.
Yeah. That's where the exotics are created, you know? For sure. Well, so Levi, you want to say anything? Or?
Yeah, give it to him, man. You got to give it to him. He's our main.
Like they said,
it's like a movie.
Yeah,
trilogy.
just like they said, we kind of they started getting into the Instagram and whatnot, and I was kind of doing my own thing, growing whatnot. I had 2 strains that I was running, and that was it. That's the only 2. I didn't talk to nobody else, nothing like that. But I started to just get curious and wanted to like branch out and grow something else other than the same 2 strains I had going for those years. Okay. And I just randomly reached out on Instagram. I was like, hey, I heard through the grapevine that you guys are local and you do seeds. And I was like, and they're like, well, I didn't know which one ran which account.
He's like, he's a chill god.
I didn't know there was 2 of them, so I'm just hitting up the account. I'm like, yeah, I just want to like run some seeds. Like, I'll buy them from you, whatever I gotta do. I just want to run some new gear. This is what I'm growing right now. Send them some pictures. Ended up meeting up with Christian over there for the first time at a little park, and we like drove around for like probably like 2 hours. It felt like smoked like 2 big ass joints, couple blunts. I think he even stopped and got more blunts.
Sounds about right.
But we just chopped it up and kind of just started going
from there.
Yeah, we're all the same age. We're pretty much practically all the same age, and we all have different circles. But like we all know so many people from the same circle, and it's just like
we all grew up close.
Yeah, but different lifestyles. Like
schools,
he's in the country, but also Marine background and bigger. I mean, his
I know
brothers.
people all over the United States now. So
so it's all different.
Cool. Yeah, we kind of all got
you
together.
Guys knew each other from more of a younger age.
Yeah,
you kind of
Yes, we met him just
randomly
a few years ago.
One of my plugs was like, I know these other guys that are starting to do seeds, and he was like, and you're growing fucking dank. You should get some of their seeds so you guys can kind of like do some shit together.
And we took off from there, man. Like Levi played a big part, especially last year, advertising Michigan. Like honestly, in the hash world is like.
Yeah,
big reason why we did a lot of rosin collabs is because of Levi promoting last year. Like, so we all play our part.
To a bunch of the shows in Michigan. Michigan puts on a
hella fucking
ton
shows.
of nice Michigan cannabis events.
Like Michigan's doing their thing, bro.
Yeah, they got a bunch of cool breeders and stuff that I just kind of like linked up with through the grapevine, like looking for hash and whatnot, and just being like, hey, here's some seeds, and they'd be like, who are you? Like, what is this? Like, nobody just gives out seeds, and we knew they were cool. Like, we knew that the stuff we were making was sweet and awesome.
Trying to put our stuff in the right hands.
Yeah, just trying to put it in the right hands of the right people.
Yeah.
But see, I like too, not to interrupt, but I like that y'all are, like he said, everyone's playing their role, and like, you know, just y'all are able to see the bigger goals. Like
I mean, everything's longevity. Like at the end of the day, like I want to see everybody win. Like these are my best friends.
I want to see
so, like,
good hash in everybody's.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
no more boop. There's no reason, like we talked about earlier. We see any
and we're
There's enough to pass around.
and we're so capable of doing so much shit. Like I can do so much shit by myself, but like it's a lot. And like, bro, they help me with so much shit on a daily basis, from like home life to fucking, hey, I need to buy
yard
this.
work yesterday.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
we do yoga
every day, bro. Like,
yeah.
and we do so much shit that motivates us, and I just think that's why we work so well together. And like, even with our Michigan partner, bro, like he's doing so much this year. Like he got trash bags and trash bags of seeds. Like this year, you're gonna see a lot of Turk Mafia and PaperMaker drops, because like the last 5 years, like before we was even pushing PaperMaker, me and him was working on an Aftershocks drop.
Oh, shit.
So like, we got so much shit in the works, bro. We're working with so many people. We network with so many people. Like, we're just in the right spot, doing the right thing. Like,
Yep, that's what
we even got a drop with like Frieza and Runts coming up this summer. So like, everything's just playing its part, and we hope for the best. And we just try and produce fire, man. Like from seeds, clones, and flour. Like, the concentrate game's about to go crazy. 2M got a hell of a rosin drop about to drop soon. So y'all boys better be ready. Y'all boys better be ready for the rosin.
We get a lot of exclusive information today.
Damn, I think the weed just fried my computer. It's something to Terps or something.
He said,
She's out.
Yeah, that shit. I gotta get this back.
Fucking screen. It's too loud.
It's the
I was gonna
cheese.
say, we're always
Cheese
talking
and
about
bacon.
community, so your guys' story is like a great example.
I mean, honestly, bro,
Yeah,
like,
community.
our community's so lit, but everybody tries to separate each other, and there really ain't no need for it. There's just two different, like, you'll have your heady guys, you'll have your trappers, you'll have your growers, but we all work together. We're all in our own lane, and we're all doing our own
We
thing.
all need each other.
Yeah, so like,
You gotta realize that, and then we can all do
each
things
other.
differently,
Exactly.
and then be cool with it though.
And still have a cycle. That
Yeah, bro, like,
We talked
we're all
about it.
different.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Like they take care of a lot of the marketing and a lot of the literally everything else. They're like focused on growing.
yeah, bro, like, I just dropped them off all the seeds. I'm like, I think you should pop these because I think that's what's going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
And he may not even like
We're just looking
it. You know, like,
And I'll just do it anyway. Just
you know, like that's how we work, and we're gotta like that's finding the next big thing. Like,
Yeah.
You always find it in the
Taking
low
risks.
places you never
Taking
thought
risks.
you'd find.
I was just thinking.
you gotta take risks, especially when you're popping beans.
oh, dude, we done
Take
pop.
risks.
I done threw so much thousands of dollars of seeds away just because they're like,
I've
oh,
lost,
plant
I've lost
don't
some
grow
of their.
fast.
I've lost some of their super expensive cuts. You know what I mean?
But like at the end of the day, it's all investment, and like, bro, like we done had cuts for $1,000, $10,000, $20,000. Like, if you want it, you're gonna get it, and you're gonna do whatever you want to get it.
Yeah. Now you gotta make it happen. You know, cannabis. That's the thing too. You, with or without this plant, you still can do what you want to do. It's all up to you.
Yeah,
So,
most
like,
definitely. You gotta have the drive and motivation to do it.
I hate hearing people acting like this plant stops you from getting things done in life
Does
or
it?
whatever, because you
Right.
can definitely still make shit happen.
Motivates the
plant
shit out of
only-
me every day.
Yeah, it only stops people that want to be stopped because they don't want to be associated with it. And at the end of the day, people got to realize it's a new time, it's a new era. Like, there was hippies back in the day. We are the modern day hippie, and it is what it is. Like, bro, it's legal now. Everybody's smoking, so why hide it? It's the same thing as drinking. Like, if I want to go play golf and have a beer, I should be able to go play golf and smoke a blunt. It's the same fucking thing.
And not be looked at.
Yeah, bro, like,
Nah,
We have examples before us that have been successful in life while still.
oh, bro, everybody's blowing. Lawyers, doctors, everybody. Like, bro, I know some rich people that are blowing bags on trees.
I mean, those are the people that pay for the quality.
Yeah, like-
Quality over quantity.
So it's like, how do you judge it so much?
Well, if y'all have any advice for anybody that, let's say there's another, young collective or group of people trying to create their own.
Don't give up. Have faith in yourself
Get a
and
team.
get a team.
Yeah.
You can't do everything on your own.
Get something down on paper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge.
Get it. Don't matter what. Like start somewhere.
That was a big thing for them. Just them. Like I had a logo in mind, but I just had a picture of a bud. I had 24 followers or something like that when we met up. Like a little over 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago
Yeah.
now. But I got like 3,500, 3,600 now.
That's what's up.
Just
Organically just growing.
slowly, just trying to like, hey, like we have. Once we got the concept of like 1.0. Oh, it's our 1.0 of this, and then if we redesign it, it's a 2.0, the 3.0, and just kind of like if you might not be happy with all the things, but if you don't start somewhere, you're never going to get anywhere going, and so that's what you have.
This isn't gonna be the
final one. That's a 3.0 right there.
3.0 already.
Yeah, like so.
This isn't gonna be. This isn't gonna be the one. You know?
This right here is
Be around for 6 months probably.
True. Well, and that's probably what the 5.0.
A 4.0, 5.0, just this evolution of this.
Progress.
Just working towards something.
Before this, we had bags that were glossy, and then we had sticker bags, and then we had
Die cuts,
die
like,
cuts, and then
We dropped so many bags and designs. Like my fucking phone and computer's loaded with shit.
we had to get a new computer and an updated email.
And I go through phone like damn near every year. It's bad.
So
That's it.
that ties into another question, actually.
Yeah.
So then, like you were talking about creating logos and everything like that, does cannabis help you through that process? Like, do you
Almost
think that helps
definitely.
spark,
Like I
you
know,
know,
gosh.
all
so
the
many ideas
random
and,
cartoon
like-
ideas we've been talking about.
Yeah.
That, like we'll just sit here and just
Our mind
partake.
can run with
Yeah,
things
just
really far.
smoke, partake, and we'll just dive deep. Like we'll just keep on going with it. Like
It opens
just
up a whole
build
new
on top of
world.
whatever else.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what if the juice man had a eyeball that was
Yeah, a monocle or
he had gold teeth?
Yeah.
Shit, we were doing it earlier.
Yeah.
Just thinking of fucking things.
I mean, one thing I really gotta say, like,
We imagine we're very imaginative.
in 2 weeks, when y'all come to Cannabash, you're gonna see what PaperMakers really is. Because when y'all hit our town, you're gonna be like, these niggas are geniuses.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be.
There's a double entendre to the logo.
Yeah, when you see this shit, like,
yeah,
bro, like, we really brought this shit to life, bro. When y'all see
Everybody
that
will see
shit,
it. Yeah, you guys will see
Yeah.
it. It'll be cool.
from coming into
Everybody's gonna
town
be like,
to the event, they're gonna be like,
makes
oh,
sense now.
PaperMaker.
And when you're gonna be like, oh my god, I know what they were talking about now. When it hits you in your head of when you're pulling into town,
You'll see.
You can see it from the parking lot.
You're gonna say, damn, them motherfuckers are making paper. It is what it is. It's Paper City, bro. Like it is.
That's fine. No, you gotta bring it back to the hometown. Have some type of support for your community, and that's we was talking earlier. Shout out to my brotherhood. Time well spent.
I love to see it. A collab coming with them soon, whenever they're ready.
Hey, you already know, but hey, that's shout out to Chillicothe.
Yep,
and,
Chillicothe, yeah.
Ohio. Period. But you just gotta keep this cannabis community growing.
Just in this room, we got Between the Budz, we got The Greatness Continues, we got Time Well Spent, The Healing Collective,
Yes.
PaperMaker Genetix.
2M Clouds the Re-Up,
2M
Aftershocks. I mean,
It's a whole other LLC. Walking businesses. No, but that's also kudos to everybody. That's like kudos to our sales guys for coming together, for not giving up, for also knowing it don't happen overnight. You gotta keep
fuck no, bro.
You
Like,
think it does, and that's what you think in the first 1, 2, 3 years. Like, oh yeah, but then you're in year 4 or 5. You're like, okay, now I fucking see it. Now I
we
see how it's
just
like-
now started seeing any type of and all the investments that we done made over 5 years, bro. Oh yeah, free seed day. Like, bro, this is our second time doing free seed day. Like, big shout out to Masonic. Big shout out to our guy in Cleveland. Like, they do it, we do it. Like, everybody does it.
But
It's something for the community.
We're sending packs of seeds to different events.
Oh yeah, bro.
Weekly, monthly, like always just rolling trays, stickers, business cards, lanyards, shiesty masks. I'm talking, I mean...
I probably done gave out 200 rolling trays this year.
Yeah.
That's a mask.
It's not...
Honestly, I ain't got no hair to do that shit, but I got one of those. I be wearing.
We got some hats coming out here soon too. So we got some female merch coming. We got more shiesties coming. The merch is just gonna come crazy over the next 6 months.
Yeah.
We'll be working with a lot of different models. A lot of pop-ups. A lot of pop-ups and events. And a lot of big collabs, dude. Like, it's our time. We're gonna keep working, keep pushing, dropping shit.
For sure, I respect that, and we appreciate y'all for coming out and supporting our platform as well, sharing our story. We want to make sure we get it out to the world so they can actually get a better understanding of the movement and what's behind PaperMaker and what's coming. It's definitely a lot of teamwork and it's a lot of hard work. So kudos to y'all, and keep pushing the fire, bringing the exotics to Ohio and the other markets out there.
It's like much respect to how well you guys work together. And
Oh yeah,
I'm happy, like you said, we can kind
All
of
trial and error, man.
if
hear that story from you.
and if you're in Michigan soon, we'll be dropping another metric drop with Pure Bars. So
And see, that's something that I almost like forgot to mention that because we talked about a little bit, but metric drops, like that's dope that y'all able to do that. And
So we
more
get-
people should be able
well,
to.
we're always willing to work with metric companies. The only thing we need is percent of sales, something on paper. We can use y'all can use our advertisement. We got different contracts that we'll do.
Modify your own.
We can make custom strands, like for any Ohio company, any company that wants something custom on metric. Just feel free to reach out to one of us.
And people gotta understand it's just literally about communicating to both sides. It's literally just trying to find the right people that you need to communicate to. Say, hey, look, you have a facility. You have strains you need to have run X amount a month, a year. Blah, blah, blah. You need to try new things because you need to find the next thing. Well, here we are, PaperMaker Genetix.
Especially with the rec market coming. Like,
Yeah.
y'all need new tree. Y'all need new fire. Stop fucking
Can't
with them
run the
Cali boys.
same
know?
from 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Support your local farmers.
Support the locals.
Yeah.
And that's where collaborating and branding just really started for us on the metric market. It was just, Pure Mars. And then just trying to get our name out there, and then just two, start getting everything tested and trying to get everything legitimized on our end to make sure to show that like this is our portfolio of
Start
things.
to branch into
Yeah,
tissue culture and stuff now to like preserve genetics rather than keeping mothers.
And I also think that's how the legacy market can be supported by the legal.
Most definitely, bro. Like there is a lane that the lane just has to be open. It just takes one person to see it. Like, oh shit, we can do this. Oh shit, this company's here. Like, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Like people like you, like, are networking with both sides. So it's just gonna take one person to be, oh shit, he knows PaperMaker, or he knows such and such. Bro, that's literally all it takes.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not giving up. It's tough, but I see both sides, and I know that, there's good people on each side, but at the same time,
I mean, but at the end of the day, like,
It's the negotiator.
yeah,
Give us a good deal. We're a union here, brother. We will be at your door.
we would send new genetics your way. We would fly them in, whatever you need. We'll drop them in the soil.
We do.
That's fine. I mean, that's dope though. That's how you support local people though. And like, again, the cannabis community should be able to support people that's been in it for the longest.
Yeah, most
people
definitely.
that's been, working hard to create an actual brand and movement, and why not continue it? Like, I've seen a lot of local brands be supported, so why not continue it in the genetics form? And shoot, from talking to Mr. Rosenthal himself, genetics is super important. So kudos to y'all for, taking a approach on something that, is not easy, because it don't happen overnight.
a lot of time and fucking space.
And yeah, exactly. I'm sure you got a lot of space. I'm learning just growing in general. I'm like, shit, I need to knock this whole thing.
It's being okay. It's being okay with screwing up those first
Yeah.
X amount of harvests to realize or throw away harvests that because of something going wrong.
Realizing you're gonna have pests eventually. You're gonna.
Like we talk about taking risks.
Oh, bro, there's something. Y'all only see the good parts. Like, and, bro, there's so much bad shit that happens. I'm not saying
Or you
that
get a phone call and they're like, Bob,
we gotta take a whole harvest down.
I've called them before and been like, guys, I gotta take this whole harvest down, like, cause I just don't believe in giving people stuff where.
and we all just had to swallow that out and say, okay.
And like, I found spider mites. It was like,
Man,
I
like-
had like a week or two left, maybe if that.
It was one of the prettiest harvests too,
Ever.
but we got the
And-
cross with the shit. We got some fire. We got what Lady Marmalade off the dough with. Because
all of them were amazing cuts. It was a whole like.
But it was just a
cut.
testament, like, it was one of the best, some of his best work.
Yeah,
and we had to throw it away. And so,
the whole entire thing.
The whole thing.
Gutted it, threw it all in trash bags, and they just stood there and looked at me like.
yeah. Or
And
like when things
that's
go
when I
wrong
knew
with
it
the
was
grow,
it.
or
That's when I knew they were about it, you know what I mean? Because they didn't give me more shit about.
I mean, it is what it is. I done threw a lot of shit away, bro. Like,
yeah, environments are hard. And in the beginning, our environments were not stable, and so you're just trying to. And
Just
we
dial in your
were
own
renting
environment.
places or growing places that we really
yeah, man.
couldn't have, but we did. And
You guys breathe all together.
Oh man, all the time, bro. Like,
We picked the blood out of the trash can and took a picture of it just so we knew what it looked
and
like.
how fire it was. Like,
Dude,
he
it
was
was
like,
so
damn.
crazy. Like, had blunt lamps sticking off the side of it still. Like, damn, this is the prettiest fucking nugget. And I still remember the smell of it. Like,
It's like a grape soda. It's
This is
crazy
insane.
shit.
some of the ones you lose, you know, random cuts, whatnot.
But I mean, the ups and downs, what makes us, man. Like, if everything was perfect, we wouldn't be here today having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like,
It's just trying to be in the moment of when the shit's going wrong. It's like, okay, it's all right, guys. This is the actual facts. That's what we're doing. Combo. Let's
I'll
not.
be stressed in the grove
Yes.
sometimes, and they're like, "Don't worry about it, dude. Like it happens." And I'm like, "But it did. You know what I mean? It will happen. Whatever you think will happen, will happen.
It will
Like
definitely
anything
happen.
that could go happen.
When you
wrong,
don't think it's
yeah.
gonna happen too. It's all just like waves of good things, bad things, good things. It's just
Having
everything's-
consistent harvest it's hard. A lot harder than people think.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Unless you're running the same strain only over and over and over, only that one, it's easy then that way. You
Right.
don't have
Time,
any,
energy,
Yeah, you don't have
money,
any variations. You know the strain in and out, but yeah, if you're growing pheno hunting, anything like that, it's a little rough.
It's not a walk in the park. Yeah.
No,
Kudos to all those brave, farmers out there. But again, especially thank you to y'all for coming on the platform and sharing y'all, your story and
Yes,
background of it.
do you guys have any specific way that you would prefer people to contact you to do any business?
PaperMaker Genetix at gmail.com.
Genetics.com.
Yeah.
PaperMakerGenetix.com.
our IG,
Instagram is fine.
Instagram.
You can find us a lot. We're out a lot.
Free
a lot
seed
of
day,
events. Free
what,
seed
next
day
week?
next week.
Canada Bash,
Canada
August
Bash
3rd.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
We take walks a lot, so around the streets.
Yoga every morning at 10
yoga,
a.m. If
10
you guys want
a.m.
to come, I do a little session stretch that I do kind of for
Yeah.
a couple people usually pop out. We just do a little.
Is that's down in Chillicothe?
Yeah.
You have to come check it out
You
sometime.
sweat like
You're gonna be a new
you have no idea. Like you're like
Swamp sweat.
Yeah, man. I mean,
we're in our mid-30s now. It's hard.
For sure.
It's hard.
Now we got him at it for probably
But you
about
gotta
the past
stay-
30 some days now, so
Yeah.
straight. So.
That's the thing. We've been doing things more consistently all together, and just like, all right, knowing when we got to get our personal things done, when we do our business things, when we do our health things, just trying to like make
to
sure
make
we're
the best
all
of
like
it.
pouring into every different parts of our lives,
Yeah.
even whether it's individually as a whole.
For sure.
Yeah.
Building as a team and brotherhood.
Yeah.
And that's just how you help each other flourish.
yeah.
In my head, I'm like envisioning the movie that's like based off of.
We've been talking about this. We've been talking about this.
Man,
We've been done with this for years.
I got some crazy scenes from when I was in the backyard and helicopter was flying. Oh man, there's been some crazy
Oh, we gotta
shit.
move things quick. Things are hot.
This is crazy.
So we normally do a strain review, but instead of actually doing that, how about is there any particular strains you gotta shout out? I know you create a lot, but
I mean, Manchego for sure. Tomby. Shit, his 2M right now, for
New
real.
wave.
I'm crossing with it right now.
Two of
It's
my
big as
staples
fuck.
that I had that he graciously let me like throw in one of the breedings he was getting done. So yeah, we kind of just crossed them both up. So just
She's a stealth.
kind of like washed my hands over because I was be like, hey, onto something new. You know what I mean? So
And that's the biggest thing is when to know when
to let go of certain things.
when to ride that wave and when to know that wave is leaving and gone. Because that's
smart.
because we have so much genetics that
like some of these old school genetics are
Are
cool, but
popping up.
we've done already crossed with them or bred with them 2 or 3 times and back crossed them and back to the
Gotta
brother or
try to
sister.
find the next new thing. That's what everybody wants is something new. And that's what we're here for.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. The hunt's fun.
for sure.
Some people knock like the new stuff, but it's fun.
It's unique.
Like it's unique.
I mean, you gotta freshen it up the game. I mean,
Yeah.
kudos to the old stuff.
You
and-
absolutely.
and
It's what we build off of. You know what I mean?
it's where we've
So-
started, where we know.
But that's just life in general. You gotta make progress and things evolve. So
Yeah. especially with something like cannabis and its medicine, you know, you find something.
You're gonna find new cannabinoids that do certain new things
to keep discovering new stuff. So it's like, okay, maybe we can cross this.
They've noticed how many that they potentially could in the next 20
what
years.
levels you have to like cure and store it at to preserve certain terpenes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I love how, I think you mentioned your favorite was How High earlier, right? I love that movie too because of the way that he used cannabis to like treat people, essentially. Yeah, like that. Like as a kid, that just blew my mind. I was like, oh wow, like there's so many things that could actually probably be done for this.
Yeah. He was trying to show people earlier.
Yeah.
On the way. But
amazing.
now it's starting to move that way, but you just gotta keep being geneticists and science. Well, I ain't gonna say scientists, pharmacists.
Botanists,
But yeah,
botanists,
even scientists in a way.
mycologists, the
Yeah,
whole thing.
Street
I see it like a meme.
pharmacologists.
You gotta be an HVAC person, a plumber.
So that's all.
You have to wear so many different hats on, and you can't stop. An accountant, literally a insurance risk adjuster. Like, it doesn't stop.
It's a lot of money behind it.
Well, that's the thing is like when he was doing dog pictures. I mean, like I had a different background in pets and dogs. And used to run pet stores, but once I would help him do dog pictures and stuff. Now we're both just interchangeable. Like, all right, let me try to hold this dog, or let me take a picture. Like, we're just whips on because we both know we can do it.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing is just like learning these different things just to elevate and to make sure like, hey, did we get the pictures done good for that shot? Oh yeah, we're good. Like it's and it's just.
Same thing for the nug shot.
Yes. We're literally doing different.
Honestly.
The way we've had evolved doing nug shots and just macros.
That's fucking
You'd
crazy.
be surprised at the cool ass pictures that he's that are on the site. You guys see that the square where he's laying on the ground in the corner to get that lighting.
It's the most randomest shit, bro. Like a dresser or a refrigerator,
The
bro.
background is a refrigerator half the time, and you would never
never know.
in a million years. Like it's amazing.
Hey, I was doing that earlier. I had a white door, and I'm just like,
Yeah, bro, my refrigerator is where I did most of my shit.
Resources.
With the lighting.
Yeah, man, they look fire too.
We go to hardware stores and we really, like Harbor Freight. We really look at different tools and things like that to really like, okay, we'll get the bud to be healthy. We'll get Amazon Life. I get this. Okay, we'll just
Make it work.
Play with it.
Yeah.
Have fun with it, essentially.
but see, I mean,
I love it, man. The creative minds. We got a lot of creative minds sitting in this room right now. It's pretty amazing.
The
Yeah.
power of the minds and thinking. I think that's part of the power of cannabis. It makes people think, like we said earlier. So like, you want more people thinking than not thinking in this world, in my opinion. So I think that's kudos to the plant and to y'all for just even though you might think it's crazy and just thinking some of the thoughts out, you actually take action too though. So like, that's huge, and you bringing it to life daily. So I like to say again, thank y'all, and remember, we're just all Budz.
And we're just growing.
I love it.
between the buds, baby.
Hey, thank y'all. Make sure y'all go shout outs. We out, Joe Davis.
Appreciate y'all.
And Lee Jones.
Genetics.
PaperMaker Genetix. Make sure y'all go support in some type of way. Merch, Genetics.
Free seed day next week. Cano Bash. Y'all don't want to miss out.
Oh, and Cano Bash.
We got 30-some vendors coming. A lot of free giveaways. $500 prize for strain contest.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cornhole contest.
Cornhole tournament. We come a little different.
Free Southern Ohioans.
I say be good. Y'all make sure y'all show up Ohio and support.
Yes, indeed.
Show up and show out.
Happy medicated.
You see that smoke going up. Me and my niggas stay rolling up. Light it up, take a puff. Light it up, take a puff. Joint, papers, bowls of blunts. Either way, that's what's up. Light it up, take a puff. Light it up. They say that life comes from the tree. Roll up that pine and feel the breeze. I know you see that smoke going up. Me and my niggas stay rolling up. Light it up, take a puff. Light it up, take a puff. Taking smoke straight to the dome, but my mind is never clouded. Can't have too many heads on the blunt, that's overcrowded. Cannabis is a culture, my nigga, we really bout it. Planting seeds in the soil, I can't wait until they're sprouted. Mary J. shame is good for your health. We're getting medicated.